how to increase your coaching prices without losing potential clients. One of the biggest fears coaches have is that if they increase their prices for their coaching, less people will want their coaching. So if they do 10 calls and they normally get 3 clients at $2,000, they're like, I don't want to increase my pricing because what if only one person buys at $4,000 and then I'm going to make less money? And so it's a very fear-based thing that, quite frankly, isn't true the majority of the time if you do it right. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to increase your coaching prices without losing potential clients, okay? Now, what coaches normally do is they kind of just randomly just be like, oh, I need you to increase my prices. So if it's 2, I'll just try for 3. And then the next person says, no, that sounds expensive. They're like, crap, nobody's buying anything. I'll put it back to 2, right? That doesn't work. There's a better strategy and a better way to do this. And I want to share with you 3 secrets that you can implement right away that will hopefully allow you to increase your coaching prices. The first thing that you need to do is we have to make you be seen as the only option. You see, here's the thing. People will pay more for exclusivity. So if you're coming across as just, I'm a life coach, a health coach, a this coach, a that coach, I can coach anybody on anything, well then people are going to look for somebody else because they want specialties. Okay, so how do we make you the only option? What you have to do is you have to position yourself on the call as, hey, you don't, every other option but me is subpar. Sounds interesting, but how? Okay, well, the way you do it is actually quite specific. What we want to do is we want to disprove all the other options but you, okay? So what you're going to want to do is on this call, you're going to want to talk about how all the other options are subpar. Now, you don't want to like call anybody out or trash people, anything like that, but take categories. So for example, say people go to seminars in your market or they read a lot of books or whatever, right? Something like that. You're going to open up and dig into, well, hey, have you read any books? And they'll be like, yeah, I read all these books. Well, why do you think these books are not helping you? Well, because I'm confused on these books, on this. It's just overwhelming reading books, so on and so forth. See what I'm doing? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to poke holes in all the other subpar options and let them tell me why they don't think they're good. Or maybe they've worked on seminars or something. It's like, well, why didn't that seminar help you? Well, it was just 500 people. I didn't really get help. It's just more learning. Oh, okay, so what you're saying is this and this and this. Do you see what I'm doing? And then eventually what you're going to do is you're going to dig through all the other things they've tried, and they're going to realize, like, shoot, I've tried everything and nothing's worked. So what that's going to do is that's going to help them realize that, oh, leaving the call with you to go and, go to yet another seminar or buy another book or whatever is definitely not the thing to do and not going to work, right? And so that's the easiest way to help you make yourself seen as the only option. So then when you talk about you and how you're going to help them, you're going to use that and show them. So this isn't like a book. This isn't like this. You're going to get the support. So everything they tell you they were missing, you want to include it into your coaching package as a delivery that you're going to help them with, okay? Now, that's the first thing we need to do, because the more they see you as the only option, the more likely they are going to want to work with you and give you money. Now, the second thing you want to do, which is very important when you want to increase your prices, is we stagger the pricing. Let's say your coaching package is $2,000, okay? And you want to get it to $4,000. You do not just put it at $4,000 because your confidence isn't there yet. You've never sold it for 4. So what we want to do is we want to drop it down to like 3 or do a couple sales at 2,500, okay? And get a few wins at a smaller number. And then once you've made a few sales at 2,500, then you bump it to 3,000. Once you've made a few sales at 3,000, you're going to bump it to 3,500. Once 3,500, you're going to bump it to 4. Do you see what I'm doing there? And so what you want to do is you want to increase your prices using more of a ladder effect and a step effect versus just be like, I'm just going to charge 5K and go from there, because the problem is you're going to get some no's and you're going to get people not move forward. And if you don't have confidence in your pricing, you're just going to drop it all the way back down. And then you're going to be like, nobody buys. And in fact, you only talk to like 2 people. You know what I'm saying? So you've got to be careful. Yes, you maybe want to get your pricing to 6K, but you don't just put it there from 2K. It's just too big of a jump. So we start where you feel comfortable. Get a few sales at the next step, then a few sales, and a few more, and a few more, and a few more. Okay? Now, the third step is the absolute most important. If you don't do number 3, number 1 and 2 will not work. I promise you that. But before I get to number 3, what I need you to do is 2 things. The first thing I need you to do is hit that like button. Just hit it so that I know you like this so I can create more of these. The second thing I need you to do is hit the subscribe button somewhere around here on this video. The reason is it's super important, because what's going to happen is I have a ton of videos coming out on how to get coaching clients, how to increase your prices, how to attract people who have money, all this kind of stuff, using Facebook ads and all these other kinds of things. And I've spent almost $3 million over the last few years, since 2021, on ads alone. Plus, I've worked with hundreds of clients over the years, helping them get clients too. And I share my learnings here on Facebook for free for you. And the only way you're going to know about it is if you hit that subscribe button. So it's super important. Just hit it, and then when the videos come out, you're going to be notified. And then what that's going to do is allow you to watch them, and you never know when one video might be the exact video you need to take your business to the next level. Okay? Now, the third thing is you got to realize your ideal client is buying themselves out of something, not into something. Okay? They might sound like they're looking for more awesomeness, but they're really looking to fix a problem. And when your enrollment calls and you're talking to them, it's all about how awesome your stuff is and how you're going to help them with this awesomeness. They don't care, okay? They're not looking for that. They're looking to fix a problem. And the bigger the problem they have and the bigger cost it's costing them to stay where they are, the more likelihood they're going to invest with you. So what you need to do is dig into what is the problem. Why did you book this call? And they might be like, well, I just want to learn all this awesome stuff. I loved your thing. No. What's going on in your life? Tell me about that as it relates to whatever it is you're coaching them on. What's the problem? What's not working? What's happening that we got to fix? Why? And dig in, because that's what they're buying themselves out of. And then your job is to show them that the cost of not fixing this problem is this, and the investment of your coaching is this, okay? Because if they get to the end of the call and they feel like the cost of their pain is here and the investment of your coaching is here, they're not buying. Doesn't matter how many objection whack-a-mole games you play, doesn't matter how much fear you inject into them and all that kind of stuff. None of that matters. Okay, none of it. Or if you put it on payment plans or whatever, they won't care, because they think it's cheaper to stay where they are. Now, this isn't something about fear-mongering or anything like that. You're not going to try and force it. You just got to figure it out. And if they're not in any pain, they're just like, well, I don't really have any problems. And they're not going to move forward. Just end the call and be like, it sounds like you don't have any problems, and I fix problems. So best of luck in the future. See you later. And go from there. So these are going to be the 3 best strategies in order to increase your pricing. The problem is a lot of coaches focus on better at objections and all that kind of stuff. And that's just like a minor technique, and most coaches hate doing that stuff anyways. So focus on the 3 things that I shared with you. And the final thing I need you to do is click the link in the description or the pinned post or pinned comment. There's a link to an upcoming webinar I have on the 300-word Facebook ad strategy and snowball system that I use to attract qualified coaching clients who have money and who want to work with me, and how you can use it, okay? Starting on a small ad budget. Click that link and get registered for it. I'm going to show you exactly what I've learned spending millions of dollars on Facebook ads in the coaching space, what's working right now for our clients, what's not working, the biggest mistakes that we made, the things that you got to watch for, why the artificial intelligence on Facebook now is better than ever, why it's finding potential coaching clients like never before. So click that link, get registered for that webinar, and we'll see you over there.